In this video, I'm going to explain each field in Item Info tab in detail. Go to Inventory 1, Setup, Item, click New at the bottom, and go to Item Info tab. First off, in ECOUNT, item code is a required field when you enter inventory slips. Also, in various reports, inventory changes are searched, viewed, and summed based on the item codes. Therefore, you need to register all the items you want to stock control by assigning each of them an individual item code. Assign a random code combination of letters and numbers. If you have your company's own item code system, enter a code according to the system. If not, you can enter a random code you want. And also, if you want to generate item codes automatically, you can click Function button on the item code field, and you can use Auto Generate Number settings. Click this button, and if you want to add up the year and month next to item code sequence, you can mouse over the preset variable and click Add button. I give an example adding up year and month, so I select year and month and click Apply button. You can see the year and month field is added by sequence number. And you can click Save button at the bottom. And you can enter the item name that are used in your company. And enter the detailed item specifications such as color, size, or volume. Then I'm going to explain what those buttons are. We're going to go deep into specification group and specification calculation. First, speculation group. I'm going to call this from now as spec group. It's a function that can be used when there are different specifications for an item, and there's no need to manage inventory balance and quantity for each specification per item. For instance, let's say you are selling an item called t-shirt, and you are checking the total amount of quantity of this item, but you don't need to check the inventory balance for each specification, such as small size, medium size, or large size, and so on. Also, you only need to check the sales and purchases status of each size. Then, you can use this spec group function. Click the magnifying glass icon of the spec group. Click the New and create the new spec group. In this case, I already created t-shirt size spec group. And click Edit button on the bottom. Click the button on the code section and add the new codes about various sizes of this item, such as medium size and small size and even large size. Once you finish setting about spec group, click Save button on the bottom. Then go to Inventory 1, Sales, New Sales. I'm gonna search t-shirt on this item code section. And we can find out green button on the spec group field. Click this and choose the right size that you actually sold on this date. And now let's move on to specification calculation function. I'm gonna call this from now on as spec group. This function is used when item price is set by area, weight volume, or square meter. Let me give an example. Let's say you're selling an item, and this item's inventory quantity is managed by area, and its basic spec is 10 times 10 per each item. In order to use this function, you're going to have to set up in two steps, which are first, auxiliary quantity function setup in user customization. Go to User Customization, Configuration, Function Setup, and Inventory tab, and find Base Quantity / Auxiliary Quantity, and click auxiliary quantity management status in each sales and purchases and other menus. Enter the base quantity name as area and auxiliary quantity name as quantity. And select apply of status of apply to input screen and click save button at the bottom. And second, you're going to go back to item info tab, spec, and select spec calculation. In spec field, enter 10 times 10 as the base formula. And then go to quantity tab, enter 1/1 in unit conversion ratio, and click the save button at the bottom. When entering a new sale or purchases, enter in quantity of the corresponding item. The area is automatically calculated. If 20 of the item have been sold, entering 20 in quantity field, the area is displayed as 10 times 10 times 20 times 1 equals 2,000. The total price will be calculated automatically. Check the total amount and click the save button. Now let's get back to item info tab again. Enter the quantity management unit of the item. An item category is a basic field and one of the major item classification criteria. According to the characteristics of each item, you can select item category as raw material, sub-material, finished good, semi-finished goods, and merchandise, and intangible merchandise. The 6 options of item category are fixed. The user cannot add or modify them. First of all, raw material. Raw material items. It's the item consumed when manufactured finished goods or semi-finished goods, not manufactured and only consumed based on BOM. And when invoicing the purchase of raw material, the account is set as raw material account. And some material. It's similar to raw materials but consumed secondarily when manufacturing finished goods or semi-finished goods. For example, auxiliary materials consumed in production such as packing box. When invoicing the purchase of some material, the account is set as raw material account. And semi-finished goods. It's intermediate products that are not final goods and can be consumed when manufacturing. A semi-finished good can be manufactured, consumed, and sold as well. If you have registered multiple processes, register all the items produced through processes other than the final process as semi-finished goods. When invoicing the purchase of semi-finished goods, the account is set as work in process account. And finished goods. Finished good products that are never consumed in any case except as included in a bundle item. Final manufactured goods made by processing raw materials and some materials and semi-finished goods. When invoicing the sales of finished goods, the account is set as sales-finished goods and processed as finished goods account when closing. And merchandise. It's goods that are sold without manufacturing process and generate retail margins, generally used by wholesale or retail businesses. When invoicing the purchase of merchandise, the purchased inventory asset is reflected as merchandise and the sales account is set as sales-merchandise account. And lastly, intangible merchandise. These items that are not stock controlled. For example, service-related items such as discount and delivery fee can be registered as intangible merchandise. Items set as intangible merchandise cannot be included in costing. And now I'm gonna explain how to use bundle item function. If a merchandise and another merchandise are sold in a package, or if a finished good and another finished good is combined and sold in sets or packages, you can use the bundle item function. For example, if you sell shampoo and shaving cream both individually and in a package, you have to use bundle item function in ECOUNT ERP. Go to Inventory 1, Setup, Item, and register both shampoo and shaving cream as an individual item. And also, register another item named shampoo plus shaving cream. And then, you have to select Use button in bundle item field and save. And then, go to Inventory 1, Production, BOM Design, and go to Bundle Item tab. Click the item code of shampoo plus shaving cream. Enter the manufactured quantity of the bundle or package item and the consumed quantity of each consumed item. For example, if a shampoo plus shaving cream package consists of 1 shampoo and 1 shaving cream, enter 1 in the quantity field of each consumed item and click the Save button, and you can select Quantity Management part. Set whether to use quantity management. If you select Do Not Use, items that set Do Not Use cannot be seen on inventory balance reports. And please set the tax rate to be applied when entering a sales slip, and set the tax rate to be applied when entering a purchase slip, tax rate sales, and tax rate purchases. Both of default settings will be followed by user customization, configuration, and function setup, and general tab, and text section. And enter a barcode to print or to search the item when entering a slip. And process fields. Enter process only if the item category is finished goods or semi-finished goods. Enter the process through which the item is manufactured. And let's move on to the keyword field. Keyword field is where you can register keywords for each basic code and later search the code by the keyword. It's usually used to search basic codes by their nickname, their category, or related keywords. For example, for item carrots, you can register carrots and vegetables as this item's keyword. And later, you can search item carrots by typing in vegetables in the search box. Click on the Info tab, enter your desired keyword in keyword field and save. Multiple keywords can be registered by separating them with spaces. And see Porter Access. Select to share this information in the See Portal. Let me explain what the Customer Portal is. Customer Portal is the online ordering system. It's a system where your customers can log in and directly enter sales orders which are synchronized to your ERP sales order list. Also, they can share work with you through groupware boards and reports. Customer Portal is a website separated from your ERP page. In order to access Customer Portal, your customer should enter the web address c-portal.ecount.com or click Customer Portal icon on the right side of the ECOUNT ERP login page. If shared with See Portal option is checked, the item will be shared to Customer Portal. And you can also attach the image and files. And now we're gonna talk about item group from 1 to 3. Those item groups are an item classification that can be used to search specific group in reports. And you can also leave remarks and quality inspection type. You can set a quality inspection type. It can be registered from inventory to quality control and quality inspection and inspection type. And you can also select a quality inspection method. For sampling, enter the percentage of the batch to be tested. And lastly, item level group. This is item classification that can be used to search specific groups in reports as well. We're going to explain item level group function later on this channel. Please check another video on this channel.